Welcome back. We are here at Soddy-Daisy, Tennessee, in a business called Horsin around. It's where ordinary people can take a block of wood and turn that block of wood into something really extraordinary. These animals are unbelievable. Wait till you see it. But most importantly, I want you to meet a dreamer. He's an artist and one of the nicest guys you'll meet. He started this more than 20 years ago. His name is Bud Ellis, and this is his story in his own words.
I grew up building model airplanes and all this kind of thing, so I worked with wood, but nothing like my mother did. And I was going to be something else, so I came to University of Tennessee and got a master's degree in silversmithing, and of all things. And I took courses in weaving and pottery, and eventually taught high school, and I taught at University of Tennessee in Chattanooga, taught ceramics. And never thinking I'd ever work in wood. I started doing wildlife painting. I'm a painter mostly, and I couldn't get in the circles of people who were selling them, and so I got kind of mad. I said, well, I'm just going to carve a carousel horse. And I got some wood, and a shop teacher showed me how to glue it together, and it took me probably 6 months to get the first horse together. I had 3 little kids I had adopted, and I was trying to survive, and I found out real quick that it's very hard to survive making jewelry or doing pottery, but in wood working, everybody was interested in making a carousel horse. And so that sort of got me started. And over the years, we restored a lot of old ones. I have some in the shop right now that are like 1877. By taking them apart, we learned how to make them. And then we met a man in Atlanta who kind of got me interested in restoring some of his old animals. And I'd be working on them there in St. Elmo, and people would drive by at night when I worked at nights because I taught school in the daytime. And people would drive by, and I'd see the taillights come on, and they'd back up. You can see me in there working on it. And pretty soon they're knocking on my door wanting to come in. I started getting students, and I thought, here's a way to pay the bills so I don't have to teach school the rest of my life. We moved out of about 1980 something, 88, 89, and came to Soddy-Daisy to get away from we were up on a second-story warehouse building by the incline, and we moved out of there because we had so many tourists. My students became tour guides, and so we came out here just to get some peace and quiet. Maybe 1 out of 10 will be somebody who carves, but just about everybody that comes here has no experience in art whatsoever. And that's one reason when we cut them out from the blueprint, I'll usually rough them out with a chainsaw device, get them round, and get them started. Then we teach them how to carve with chisels and mallets and all that.
I have 0 experience. I can't draw a circle. It's terrible. I have no art ability at all. I like photography, but I have no art ability at all. And Bud can take people like myself and turn them into carving horses and everything else, you know. I'm quite certain there's a little frustration level in that, you know, but where there's a will, there's a way, and that's what I'm doing.
Most of the students who come here are over 65. Most of them are retired. I said, well, you know, you raised kids, you paid bills, now what, you know? And I said, why don't you find something in here to do? Let me teach you how to carve. And a lot of happy people come in here and leave.
I started with wanting to do this. I actually, without knowing him, I bought one of his how to carve books. I was going to carve 1 a year, and I figured by the time I'm 75, I'd have a whole carousel, you know, as far as that. And I was down at the Coolidge Park carousel, and they said, well, the animals were carved by a local school, and I tracked them down. We designed a horse, and the rest is history. I've been here. This has been the best thing that's happened to me. I'm a transplant from Seattle.
Generally, they'll come for a week to 2 weeks and stay in a motel. We cut it out for them and rough it out. They'll usually take all the body parts home. Some of them don't, some of them leave them here. We teach them how to carve it. Generally, the normal cost is about $1,250, and we give them a year of instruction, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, nobody does that. Well, see, I spent most of my life as working, either teaching school or working for TVA as a welder. And to me, working is something you do to pay the bills and buy a new car and all that. Once you find your life's calling or the thing you want to do and you're having fun at it, others catch on to that. They're having fun. We don't say work anymore. It's not. This is fun. Big difference. Big difference.
Bud Ellis, thank you for the years of enjoyment you have given back to this city. You truly are an artist and, most importantly, a dreamer. Hey, by the way, if you would like to take a piece of wood and create your own carousel animal, just check out their website. It's easy to use. It's www.horsinaround.net. Everything you need to know is right at your fingertips.